Greetings and salutations, humans. Welcome to the channel. I am your host, Putinbot, and today we are going to be doing a hero or zero guide on Juliana. Juliana is old school. She's one of the original epics in Raid Shadow Legends. Back in the day, you used to see her a lot in Clan Boss, and then she kind of fell off. Then she kind of fell out of the meta as new champions are introduced that were just able to do things better than what Juliana was able to do. And for the last couple of years, she has been relegated to the status of a vault dweller. Today, we are going to test that and see if you have Juliana, is she worth building out? If you have her, can you pull her out of the vault? Where is she able to play at for you? What is she able to do? And let's just get into it without any further ado. So Juliana, as you can see, is a magic affinity epic attack champion of the Sacred Order. Let's look at her aesthetics. Her model is a little bit old. It is a little bit dated compared to some of the newer models. That being said, though, she still looks really, really good. She's got this tabard. She's got this plate mail. She has got a long sword and a dagger that she's dual wielding. She's got the cape. She's got these flowing blonde locks. She has got those blue eyes. And she's just a good-looking champion. Raid always does a great job with their character models. It doesn't matter if the champion is crap or not. They always do a great job with their models. Now, let's look at the gear I've got Juliana in. I've got her in 2 pieces of perception and 1 piece cruel. I want my Juliana to be able to bring a crap ton of pain. I want her to hit hard. I want her to be able to come in and just body pixels. That's what I want her to do. And we're going to see together, you and me, is Juliana a hero again, or is she still a zero? Is she worth pulling out, or is she still just going to be left in the vault to collect dust? Let's go into her gear. I have got her in an attack banner. I've got a speed roll on it. I got that nice double roll in attack. I've got some hit points on the banner. Always nice to have that balance, because your attack-based champions are hard to keep alive. Let's face facts. They typically have a low hit point pool. They have a low defense, and getting some survivability along with that attack bonus in there is always nice to have. We have got a crit damage amulet. That triple roll and flat attack is a nice thing to have. We have got her in a attack ring. We got the attack substat. We've also got a triple roll to hit point percentage. Personally, I would prefer that to be flipped, but hey, RNG being what it is, beggars cannot be choosers. I have got her in speed boots. I've got crit rate, I've got some accuracy on it. I have got her in an attack chest, and I got the flat attack on it as well, which is nice to have. I've got her in crit damage gauntlets. And again, I'm looking for crit rate whenever I'm using crit damage gauntlets on my damage dealers. Wherever I can get crit rate from, that's what I'm looking to do. You need these crit damage gauntlets on your nukers if you want them to hit hard, which you do, because that's the whole reason why they're even in your team to begin with. Then I've got the shield. Take a look at that triple roll in crit rate. That is absolutely amazing. Love it. Then I've got some more speed, crit rate, and crit damage from my weapon, or from my helmet rather, I apologize. And then with the weapon, I went with speed. And then for the weapon, I got some more speed, more crit damage, and crit rate. Look at her skills. We'll start with her aura first. She has a 20% crit rate in arena, which is a joke. You will never use Juliana as your arena lead. Don't do it. You will die. You'd be better off with a spirit host with her 10% speed aura. We do have a blessing on Juliana. I did go with cruelty. Now let's look at her active skills. Her A1, battle dance, attacks one enemy 2 times. Each critical hit fills his champion's turn meter by 10%. That second sentence is stupid. Juliana is a nuker. You should always build your nukers with 100% crit rate. I don't know why Plarium does this. They do the same thing with Alika. It's dumb. Just build her with 100% crit rate and you're good to go. Her A2, Lethal Partner. It's on a 3-turn cooldown. Places a 30% increased crit rate buff on this champion for 2 turns, then attacks one enemy 2 times. Places a 5% poison debuff on the target for 3 turns if the attack is critical, and she has a tandem skill, a partner skill, will ignore 50% of the target's defense when Romero is on the same team. Of course, damage is based on attack. For this particular run, Romero will not be on the team, but I will be doing a video later on showing those 2 showcased together, and we'll see how hard this hits. Now, if you are a new player, if you're brand new to Raid, that 30% increased crit rate buff is good. But later on, though, just forget you have it. Just completely ignore that buff and just build your Juliana with 100% crit rate. You will thank me later. Then her A3, Fire of Purgation. It's on a 4-turn cooldown. Attacks one enemy. Removes all buffs from the target. Having a strip is amazing. Has a 75% chance, books up to 100, of placing a hit point burn debuff for 3 turns. Hit point burn and poisons together on one champion is what makes Juliana so good, especially early game and mid game against killing bosses. Poisons and hit point burns are the best ways to do damage against an enemy with a large health pool like a boss. Juliana brings that pain. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Now let's look at the masteries I've got her in. I went down support and I went down offense. I ended in War Master. And then for the support tree, I went down to Master Hexer. I want to have a chance to extend the duration of those hit point burns and those poisons. I went with Lore of Steel. Just want to get some extra stats off of those gear sets. I went with Arcane Celerity. That just gives me more turn meter. Whenever a debuff expires, just gives her a chance to gain some turn meter. Then we went to Charged Focus, get some extra accuracy, and we went with Pinpoint Accuracy. Now, one thing about Juliana, and we're going to go into the damage test. Just a quick note about Juliana, too. This is really deceptive. This A1 is really good. Anytime that you're getting a turn meter boost off of an A1, that's a good skill to have. And with her attacking 2 times, that's a 20% turn meter boost that she's getting. And that pairs in very, very well with this Arcane Celerity mastery. It just gives you a lot more turn meter and just lets Juliana get to the fight that much faster. And now for the total stats on my Juliana. She has just under 35,000 health. Her attack is pretty freaking healthy at 5,552. Her defense is non-existent. She's relatively slow. She's got 201 speed. She has 102% crit rate. She has 246% crit damage. And her accuracy is more than sufficient for faction wars and for the traditional dungeons. Now, without any further ado, let's jump into Dragon 20. So I just wanted to be cognizant of your time. So here's a team I was doing some testing with before. I'm going to make a change though. I want to give Juliana an attack up because she currently does not have that. So I'm going to take Relic Quarry Tender out, and I am going to put in Arbiter just because she has that attack up, and I just want to see how hard we can make Juliana hit. So the team that we're going to be running is Apothecary. He has a speed buff, the turn meter boost. We've got Arbiter. We've got Thylesia for the defense down. We have got Rain the Conjurer for a weaken, and of course Juliana. This team is very accessible, with the exception of Arbiter, but everyone will get her over time by completing your missions. Apothecary is a rare. You get Rain from Doom Tower normal. Thylesia, you can get her from Ancient and Sacred Shards. And then, of course, the object of this particular showcase is Juliana. So let's see how hard we can make her hit. So slow everything down. Speed everybody up with Arbiter. Here comes the defense down. Speed everybody up again with Apothecary. Here comes the weaken. And now Juliana is going to come in. This is her time to shine. So we have attack up, we have defense down, and we have weaken. Let's open up with her A3 on this Bombardier here on the far right-hand side. 152k hit off of her A3. The hit point burn and the hit point burn was totally irrelevant. She just one-shot the sucker. Gotta love it. She hits freaking hard. Let's go ahead and extend the duration of some of these debuffs. Cycle through, get back to Juliana. Okay, let's use her A2. Just a reminder, her A2 attacks one enemy 2 times, places a poison, and if Romero's on the team, she will ignore 50% of the target's defense. Doesn't matter, Romero's not here. So let's see how hard does this hit. Let's hit this Horden here in the middle. About the same as A3, around 150, 155,000 damage. Yeah. Y'all, she smacks. Let's go ahead and get the attack up again. Oh, we got stunned. It's unfortunate. I want to see how hard her A1 hits. Let's go ahead and heal her. Everyone still has a weaken up. Let's save the A2. Come on, Juliana, take a turn. Okay, here we go. Let's test the A1. How hard does this hit? Let's hit this Bombardier here on the left. We have attack up. The enemy has defense down and weaken. That's normally a 2-hitter. She has smacked him for 70. So odds are she would have done about 130 to 140k on her A1. I'm just going to auto this through. Let's get to the dragon and let's see how this works. There we go, y'all. She hits like a freaking truck. I love it. So she did 2.2 million damage. That is not bad at all, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, she's doing some work. Let's jump into Ice Golem 20. Let's do a run there. And also look and see what faction crypts are open. I don't know if Sacred Order faction crypt is open today or not. If we're lucky, it is, and it'll be golden. Let me put together a team, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so here's the team we are going to go with here in Ice Golem 20. We've got Tyrell in the lead for the defense down. We've got Padma for an attack down. We have got Sikara for a weaken. We've got Skyle of the Drakes for reses, stuns, and heals. And we have got Juliana. I'm not going to talk during this run. I'm just going to be quiet. Let's let this thing auto through. And let's see what happens. How effective is this thing going to be And this team, again, is very accessible. Okay, so there we go. Let's go and compare damage. Sakara came in with 2.7 million damage. Juliana came in with 1.4. And with this particular dungeon, I think what the issue is with Juliana is that she doesn't prioritize the boss with her A2s or her A3s. She just keeps beating down the minions. Whereas Sakara, she has that triple hitter with her A3, or her A2 rather, and she just has the two AoEs, so she's just able to just bring a crap ton of damage. That being said, she did good. Juliana did die there towards the end of the fight, but she died after she placed that hit point burn on the boss. So once the boss took his turn, he died. It didn't really even matter. So she's good for wave clear against the boss himself. She did not do so well here as she would against a single target boss. So in Doom Tower, I can see her being viable. I can see her being viable in Clan Boss. Again, if you're able to speed tune her around that A1, having poisons and hit point burns, she just does a metric ton of damage. Let's take a look and see what this is. So we will keep this. If we're lucky, we'll get ourselves a good roll in speed or accuracy. If it goes into hit points or resistance, we'll just sell it. But that looks like a pretty decent piece. Let's just go ahead and go with it. Let's see, what faction wars are even open today? Hot damn. Okay, Sacred Order. So let me show y'all what she's able to do with Romero against the boss, against stage 21. I'm going to shut my face. Y'all watch this. This is broken. Romero with Juliana here is just stupid good. Okay, and there we have it with a new best time, 3 minutes, 17 seconds. Juliana comes in with 1.3 million damage. This is an accessible team. They're all epics. Granted, yes, 2 of them are void epics. You have Shamail and you have Cardinal. But I mean, at the end of the Mistress of Hymns could do Cardinal's job here, for example. And Deacon Armstrong, he's speed tuned for my clan boss team, so he's running slower than my DPS is. Wrap your head around that one for a moment. Well, y'all, I mean, there you go. You tell me. You let me know. Is Juliana a hero or a zero? I want to hear what you have to say down in the comment section down below. If you like this video, do your favorite bot, me, PutinBot, a favor. Like this video, share this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We covered Baldur's Gate 3. We covered Raid Shadow Legends. We're starting to cover Final Fantasy 4. We're going to be covering some other games as well. And I would love to have y'all along with us. The channel's been growing really fast. My goal is to break 500 subscribers by the end of February, and y'all can help me get there. Y'all, thank you again. This is PutinBot. I'm heading out, and if you have Juliana, congratulations. Pull her out of the vault. Use her. You're not going to regret it. See y'all later. Bye-bye.